News on the desperate situation in the Syrian city of Aleppo, once the country's largest city. Despite a ceasefire intended to allow the evacuation of thousands of civilians and medical staff, there are new reports of intense airstrikes, shelling and gunfire happening right now. Government forces are on the brink of recapturing the now ruined city from rebels who've largely been in control since 2012. However, the UN alleges now more than 80 men and women and children were shot by Assad in cold blood. Trapped civilians are terrified, even sending out what they are calling their final messages.
Don't believe anymore in the United Nations. Don't believe anymore in the international community. It's okay, this is life. But at least we know that we were free people. We wanted freedom. I hope you can remember us. I don't know. Thank you very much.
NBC News Chief Global Correspondent Bill Neely joins us now from Beirut, Lebanon. What's the latest, Bill?
Yeah, good morning, Tamron. Well, you can hear the despair in that young man's voice. It was another cruel twist in the Aleppo story. Last night, we understood that the battle was all but over and that a ceasefire deal had been brokered by Turkey and by Russia that would allow a lot of civilians and indeed rebels to leave on buses at dawn this morning. Well, dawn came and went. The buses were idling. No one got on. And it was pretty clear quite soon why that was, because the ceasefire broke. Suddenly, there was shelling, there was tank fire, warplanes appeared, there were airstrikes, cluster bombs, all of that from the many people who've been posting videos on social media and indeed admitted by the Russian Defense Ministry and by the rebels themselves. Each side blaming the other. We're not sure exactly why that ceasefire broke down, but the fact is it has. The West completely powerless to do anything about this. Last night at the United Nations, the US Ambassador Samantha Power was absolutely blistering in her condemnation of Russia, Syria and Iran. Take a listen.
To the Assad regime, Russia and Iran, three member states behind the conquest of and carnage in Aleppo, you bear responsibility for these atrocities. When one day there is a full accounting of the horrors committed in this assault of Aleppo, and that day will come sooner or later, you will not be able to say you did not know what was happening. You will not be able to say you were not involved. Are you truly incapable of shame? Is there literally nothing that can shame you?
Well, in reply to that, the Russian ambassador, Vitaly Churkin, simply said, you Americans, you can't take the moral high ground given what you did in Iraq. Today, there have been deaths in Aleppo. We don't know how many. There has been talk of 6 civilians. I think it's got to be much more than that. There were miserable scenes yesterday as thousands of people trudged out of Aleppo in the rain. We thought that many more would escape today. That hasn't been the case. One thing finally to point out, Tamron, even if Aleppo falls, even if the battle there is over, the war in Syria is not over. It's raging in at least 4 different places, sectors involving ISIS, who recaptured Palmyra. It involves the Kurds. It involves the Turks. It's in the north. It's in the south. So even if Aleppo completely falls in the next few days, this war is so far from over.